happy ones. It's now home to the Crown Jewels. It's the best and most busy tourist attraction in London. It takes over 4 hours to go all the way around. Well worth a visit. The White Tower, the centre part, oldest part, over 1,000 years old. That used to be the tallest building in London. Puts things into perspective, doesn't it? On the left is the old City Hall. That's where our London Mayor, Boris Johnson, he's got fluffy blonde hair. Do get to work. Do you remember that guy? He used to work there. Nowadays it's empty. Hopefully going to be rented out by someone new since. It's got many nicknames: the Leaning Tower of Pizza, our famous helmet, the sliced egg. On the right, all the other skyscrapers, they've all got nicknames. The pointed one, you've got the Scalpel. The one next to that, which is slanted, the Cheese Grater. The one behind that, the tallest one, 22 Bishop Gate, nicknamed the Chimney. The big fat one, the walkie-talkie. On top of the big fat one, and at the top of the 22 Bishop's Gate, there are 2 viewing points where you can go. Here's the best part, folks. They're free. Nothing's free in London, but you can go to the Sky Garden and the top. It's called 22 Horizon. They're both completely free, but you need to book them in advance. But get in there because they're free. The one on top of Bishop's Gate, the Chimney, is the tallest viewing point in London. Not as tall as the Shard, but the tallest viewing point. On the left, this is HMS Belfast. This battleship, you can now go all the way around it. It's a floating museum. You can explore all 9 decks, from the engine rooms to the turrets to the wheelbox. It was the first battleship to fire on the beaches of Normandy in World War II. The guns at the front can fire 17 miles. If they were to land right now, they would destroy an Esso petrol station on the edge of the M25. Glad I don't work there. It last fired its guns in anger in the Crimean War, but is now a floating museum here in London. On the left is the Hayes Gallery. This is where the ships used to go into and drop off all the spices. This is owned by the Prince of Qatar. All of this, all the restaurants, beautiful to walk through. They're lovely little fountains. On the left as well is the tallest building in Western Europe. It's called the Shard. Almost 1,000 feet in the air. It has 96 floors. The tallest floor you can go to is the Shard viewing point. It's £35. You go to the top, you get a glass of champagne. And it's at floor 72. There are 3 Michelin star restaurants in the middle of the Shard. And also in the Shard is a 7-star hotel called the Shangri-La. And the most expensive room is only £9,000 a night. What a bargain. This building on the right is owned by the National Window Cleaners Training Association, and all the window cleaners get trained here. There was actually a bank. The Shard, you get laid out all 11,000 planes of glass for the English people on the boat. It would cover 8 Wembley football pitches. Give you an idea of how it's meant to look like a church steeple / shard of glass. That's where it gets its name from. The next bridge we're going under is London Bridge. The first ever bridge to ever stand on this site was built by the Romans 2,000 years ago, and the original bridge was made of wood, going over to the Roman city of Londinium, where London gets its name from. This London Bridge we're now going underneath has been here since 1973. The previous London Bridge, the one just before this one, was built by an American for £1 million. And they took it apart brick by brick like adult Lego, and they shipped over to America, put it back together, and it is now over Lake Sea, southern.
It's the main city of London, near the London Bridge.
Is the record. So unfortunately, William Shakespeare's brother, not as important as he is, and they lost his grave. So they know he was buried there, they just don't know where. One of the smallest cathedrals in any city, Southern Cathedral. Coming up next, you've got St Mary's Overy Dock with a ship in it. Has anyone seen the film Pirates of the Caribbean? What a great film it is. However, that boat over there has nothing to do with the film, but it looks a bit like it. It was built to look like Sir Francis Drake's Golden Hinds. It's a replica. That boat you're looking at has already travelled around the world twice. It's currently being worked on by the best shipwrights in the country, and that is going to travel around the globe again next year for the last ever time. The original Golden Hinds, when it travelled around the world, it gathered enough gold to pay the national debt 3 times over. We're going through Canning Street Railway Bridge now, the ugliest bridge in London, in my opinion. Underneath the bridge is a lot closer on the opening day. Because when it opened, so many people walked across it, the bridge really badly wobbled side to side. They shut the bridge, they closed the bridge for a year and spent £3 million making it more stable. So it's now nicknamed the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge, but all the Cathedral. It took Christopher Wren 37 years to build this. He probably should have got someone else to help him. It would have been a lot quicker. It's got the second largest dome in the world. The only one that's bigger is the one on top of the Vatican in Rome. If you go to the top of that dome, you might be able to see there is a golden gallery. It's 523 steps. There's no lift. It takes about 40 minutes to walk all the way to the top, but it is well worth a visit. It's incredible views up there. And even just going inside St. Paul's Cathedral is stunning. If you go inside the cathedral, you will see Christopher Wren's tomb where he's buried, and it has written on his tomb, all it has is a sentence in Latin which translates to, "If you're looking for my memorial, look around you." As St. Paul's Cathedral and the City of London is his memorial, it's how much he rebuilt after the Great Fire in 1666. He built 52 churches, and he also built one pub, and he had the pub built first. That's not a joke, true story. We're going to go through Blackfriars Railway Bridge now. The bridge itself is a train station. Not many people realise. The whole bridge is a train station. It's the longest solar panel bridge in the world, and Tom Cruise in the 5th Mission Impossible film is building, but everyone in London just calls the skyscraper the pregnant building, because we all think it looks pregnant, and one day we hope they build a smaller one and just put it right next to it, so make us all very happy. As we can see on the right, the Westminster, this is where Daniel Radcliffe went to school, and then next to it, the Orange and Gold buildings just these where the famous lawyers, barristers and judges are trained in this country. Speaking of lawyers, a few years ago, on the left here we have the Oxo Tower. It used to be, I'm sure you've heard of the company Oxo. Well, when they built this building, they put XOO on the tower there, and at the time it was completely and utterly illegal to add the side of the Thames. So they got sued, they got taken to court, and Oxo turned around and said, no, it doesn't say Oxo, it's just some random geometric shapes by pure coincidence, not our name. And believe it or not, folks, with good lawyers, they won. And that's why Oxo is still on the side there. Nowadays, the top of it is a restaurant, the middle of it is flats, the bottom is shops. The restaurant at the top, you should go there. And you can treat yourself to a nice cocktail for just £27 per cocktail. What a bargain. Coming up next, on the right side, there is a concrete arch. And just behind the concrete arch, on the audience this side, you will see some silver dragons. Whenever you enter the City of London, which is exactly 1 square mile, the newest, oldest buildings in London, the male dragon is always on the left, the female dragon is always on the right. That's because women are always right, sir. Happy wife, happy life. That's the easiest day when we go into the London. As you're coming up, you will see the National Theatre. There are 3 theatres inside of here. Most famous is the Lawrence and Liya, the largest theatre and most famous in London. Actors such as Gary Oldman, Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Hardy. Before they appeared on your TV or movie screens, if any actor wants to make it in the industry, how you get your foot in the door, as we say, is performing at the Nationals. You know, their first ever proper performing was done in the National Theatre. Up next, this is the Bridge. It used to be the largest bridge in London until the Q2 Bridge, which is now all the way out of Dartford. Waterloo Bridge in London is known as the Ladies' Bridge. It was built by 8% female workforce. Now, 3 really fun facts for you. Because this bridge was built by women in World War II, it is to be finished on time. Can't wait. So you've got the Palace of Lords, the Palace of Westminster in there, House of Lords, sorry, House of Westminster. You've the Victoria Tower, the square one at the back. That's where all of our laws and numbers. Very about to come into Westminster Pier now. This boat is now out of service, but have no fear. If you get off Westminster or Greenwich, the last boat going back to Greenwich will be this one at 4. But everyone does get off the boat now because it is going out of service. I've been to a trip on the Thames, and you probably tour guides on this boat, mainly because I have the best taking voice in the world. That's what my girl says anyway. But we do these on a voluntary basis to try and make your trip a bit more enjoyable. If that's succeeded in doing so, when you get off the boat, just stay seated.
இடம் வந்துட்டாங்க ரைட் இதுக்குள்ள வச்சுட்டு க்ளோஸ் பண்ணு இந்த ஸ்டாப் ஆயிடுச்சு